Alright, hey everybody. So I haven't put up a video in a really long time. Well, for me, but I made a new wallpaper, yeah. So that's that's not the only. I made like a bunch of new backgrounds. So I'm kind of bored. So I'm gonna teach you guys how I make my 3D text and like this is just gonna be a short Cinema 4D tutorial. You won't have to like. I mean, this is just for beginners, which I started out as. So um. So you got your whole Cinema 4D thing here for all you new people. Um, there, if you click on these little buttons right here, this one, apart from the window thing, if you click on the little window, it gives you all the views. But click back on that window. You want that one. That's the best one. And then, to rotate it, you just click on the one that looks like a rotation thing, and you just drag your mouse around and it'll rotate it for you. To move around the camera, just click on the one that looks like all the arrows, like a compass thing. And then to zoom in and zoom out, just click in the arrows pointing back and forth and stuff. So how to make 3D text. First, you want to start out with your save. Um, you really just, um, you'll see this little thing right here that says preset. You want to click on the little play button right there and go to screen. And go down to 1920 by 1200. And that will give you the best output. That's like 1080p. Then you gotta know where to save it, so I'm just gonna put tutorial and save it as that. You wanna save it as a PNG for you Windows users. Just save it as a PNG. I don't know about Mac, but yeah. Click on the alpha channel and then effect. Well, this might be confusing. Yeah, click on the alpha channel. Go to effect. It'll say it right by the save option. Ambient occlusion, the first one, and then go all the way down. It should say global illumination right down. Um, Down by depth of field. Click those. Then you can just exit out. Now you're ready to create text. Now you're going to see all these little mini things right here, all file, edit, all that stuff. Go to MoGraph and then just hit MoText. Now let me just get it at a good angle for everybody to see it. There you go. Now what you do is you just take text, type in whatever you want where it says text. It'll just, if it starts off on basic or something else, just click on object. And then just type in whatever you want. So, tutorial, I guess. Heck. No, I don't want to do this. Okay, tutorial. There we go. Then the depth, I mean, it depends on the font, so just pick a font. Hold on. Okay, for this tutorial, I'm just going to use... Let's use Transformers font. Haven't used that. I have Transformers font. Okay, there you go. Old. Okay. Go. And now we got our Transformers font. Move that into the thing. There we go. Yeah, to get new fonts, just go to like the font and stuff. Just Google free fonts. Now you want 250, the depth 250 to anywhere like 200 to 300, depending on what your text looks good on. And I usually put mine at all my text is 250, just because. But if you're gonna only make, well, this is like a short tutorial, so if you're only gonna make one layer, then just put like 30 or something. You know, like 60. If you're just gonna make that, but when I make my text, I make mine like 250, so I'll do another tutorial on like multiple layered text and Throsy effects and all that stuff. Now you want to give your text color, because everyone wants to give their text color. You want to just double click on this thing where it says materials, and double click on the material to bring up this thing. Just pick any color. I'm gonna do green because all my background colors are always green, no matter what. give it a little luminance, like click on luminance. You can play around with all this stuff. I mean, the outcomes are endless with what you can do with all this stuff. You know, you can add reflection. You start out with this low orb, turn that brightness down. You know, just play around with it. And I don't want any glow right now. And then you can add like some diffusion, which kind of looks pretty cool, I guess. Or if you're like me and you have graphics packs, just load yours. But I'm just gonna teach you guys how to do this stuff. So then, I used to just click and drag it onto this, but that doesn't work. I don't like that. Just click and drag it onto Motext, and it makes it all green. And now, if you don't want it to look like that, and you don't want, like, if you want better text, so let me see how much time I have. Okay, I have lots of time. Right, if you want text not to just look like all green, what you want to do is select more text. Now, hit on your keyboard Control C and Control V, and then that'll duplicate the text layer. And what you want to do then is make a new material, and we'll just do that because this is annoying when I hit that. Turn off the color because it'll make it all black. You want the brightness either all the way down, all the way up, whatever. Just turn the color down. And don't add any reflection or anything. I mean, you could add some reflection to it. That would look pretty good on a black color. There. Now you can add anything else you want on that, but, you know. Then on the Motext 2, okay. Select your material. On Motext 1, on the next Motext layer, just click and drag on that, and turn it to black. Now, I know it looks retarded right now, but it's not supposed to look like that. Like, you'll see. Like, see when I drag it like that. Now, for Motext 1, you already have yours as, like, to a 50 still, so turn it to, like, 30. 30, 20, anything like that. And keep it selected. Click on your Windows bar, and you'll see it's like that. Now click and drag the Motext out, like that. And as you can see, you have cool stuff like that. I almost forgot one thing that's really makes your text look cool. Go to caps and fill a cap and fill a cap. Just right after object, it'll say caps. You want to click fill it cap, and you can play around with the steps and radius. I usually, if I'm doing mine, the front layer is usually 2, and then 2, and then the back layer. I usually reverse it, so here, just reverse that, like that, yeah, see, that looks better. So, that's my text one, 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters, and then, once again, fill it cap, fill it cap. And now I usually do like 5 and then 4. This is all personal preference. You don't have to do copy exactly what I'm saying, but yeah, that's pretty much the start of your good text. And now what you want to do, the last thing you would probably want to do, make sure it's in these like 2 little white lines you'll see, like it's in like a light zone. Do that. Now the last thing you want to do is go to lights, and it's like those little arrows pointing all over the light. Click it and hold it, and go to infinite light because you don't want to keep doing that with all the junk and stuff. And then just click on more lights, add it wherever you want. I'm just gonna add it on all that other stuff. Like this. And then, yeah. And you can do that, and then just click the second little, like, slide thing right there. And then it'll start rendering it, and it'll just take a while. Hold on. I'll just pause it for a second while it's doing that. Alright guys, I'm back, so it takes a while to render out. And you can see it like 1 minute, 25 seconds. That's a while. I saved it to my desktop, and it's right here. And as you see, it should be clear and ready to edit in Photoshop if you use Photoshop. So that's my tutorial. Comment, rate, subscribe.